But as we kind of close here, Brian, we like to ask two questions, and I love these questions. I'll go on record. Walker also has the better question here, but I like my question as well. So, if you were talking to someone, I mean, really our age, younger, high school, middle school, what are some qualities you would tell them if they're entering the? What are some qualities they need to have to enter in the construction workforce?
Oh, that's great. I love that because we talk about that a lot with our interns. So I mentioned um, the two books that we now make all of our interns read. We make them do a 6-week leadership intensive before they start now. Davis,
Wow.
I wish you'd been able to be a part of it, but we make them read Good to Great by Jim Collins. And there's a ton in there. We talked about right seat on the bus, having the right people in the right positions based on their giftings and their skills and their desires. The one that resonates most with me, with your generation and young people,
Mm-hmm.
is your inner hedgehog, and that's the Venn diagram. You can look it up, Google it, but it's where it's the intersection of your passion, your marketable skills,
Uh-huh.
and your purpose,
That's right.
and that's your inner hedgehog. And I've been having conversations with my board about how do I was kind of a one-man show for a while. How do I start paring back and getting to that sweet spot?
Mm.
So your generation is very much asking the question, what is my purpose?
Mm.
That's the wrong question. The question should be, what is God's purpose for me? It's not your purpose. God called you, gave you identity, skills, time, talent, and treasure. He uniquely gifted you in that inner hedgehog. Pursue that. Don't pursue a platform. Pursue God's purpose for you, because it's not about you. So that's Good to Great. The other book that we make them read that has, neither book has anything to do with faith, but that's on purpose, is Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Navy SEAL book, talking about Afghanistan, Iraq, Fallujah, and my big takeaway from obviously the title of the book kind of gives it away, is having a mentality of extreme ownership. I've got a son who's 19. I just generationally see that when a problem arises, everybody in the room says it was their fault. When you really think about it, when you point a finger at somebody, this is a terrible illustration, cliche, you got 3 pointed back at you. Let's throw that out.
Right.
If you're thinking about a team, everything, there's individual, but there's team. If we're thinking about a team, if the team fails, it's not one person's fault. There's 11 guys on the football field. There's 9 on the baseball field. There, whatever sports analogy you want to throw in there, there's the coaching staff. If we could all put ourselves on the shelf and really inwardly reflect from a third person point of view and just say, hey, yes, I own my mistakes that led us to fail in this game, in this moment, on that play. I don't know what sports you guys play. I didn't play football, but I know in the film room, they'll sit there and they'll point out every player and they'll find something that they didn't necessarily do right on a busted play. The wide receiver didn't pick up, the cornerback on whatever that is. We've got to stop saying, hey, it's your fault, not mine, and start saying, hey, I'm going to own my part.
That's right.
And there's a great story in there about a mission resulted in friendly fire. Thankfully, nobody got killed. But Jocko was in charge of his unit, and he's got to do a report in this big. I don't even remember the rank, but it was a big deal. He was in that camp at that time, and instead of going in and just listing out everything his team individual members had done wrong, he said, "Hey, I own as the leader of this team that we failed. It's on me. If anybody's getting demoted, it's me." Well, the crazy part is then everybody on the team started standing up saying, hey, I didn't communicate well. I wasn't in the right position. Everybody owned a part of it. And I don't think he was a general, but the leader, he walks out and he's like, that was the best debrief I think I've ever seen,
How about
because nobody pointed a finger. Everybody owns something. I was ready to demote somebody. Now I'm ready to promote somebody. So I think for your generation, getting into construction, if you can align his purpose with your profession and try to live in that purpose, that'll lead you to that job. Don't pursue platform or position, pursue purpose and calling, and then stop pointing the finger. Take ownership,